And we are live, and this is a
Live at
multi-stream. We're streaming on the tubes
Yeah.
that we affectionately refer to as them tube. We're all they, them, and those. And the Technocratic lovey-dovey love fest is going on them tube. We're also simulcasting to Rumble, so hope you are joining us on either or both. Please subscribe to our backup channel. We're going to be doing a giveaway this week. We're just hashing out the details on some grass-fed beef, so we'll stay tuned. We'll keep you posted.
We're going to be giving away grass-fed beef.
10 pounds from a local ranch here, friends of ours that have a local grass-fed ranch, and we're excited about that.
So that's pretty cool.
Providing solutions. And please check out our website, our newest tee design that we designed live on air, Biden Fetterman 2024. It's a no-brainer. Show them the back, Matt. Matt will demo the back for you. Yep. Biden Fetterman 2024 for prison. So in the illusion of the selection process, we made a shirt.
Yeah.
To celebrate the coming deconstruction of
and gas
modern
is
society.
now, well, down at the Gulf, it is $2.40.
$2.40, and we still haven't run out of diesel. Predicted here first.
Boom. Within
So there you go. If we looked a little more sun-kissed than normal, it's because not only did we take a social media break, we took a life break, aka otherwise known as a vacation.
To Mexico.
And we cruised the Gulf of Mexico.
Mexico.
And I love cruises. You get this ultra culturally diverse.
Yeah.
You know, all the staff are incredible, and they're from all over. You know, Asia Pacific.
Yeah.
And Philippines and
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, the UK.
Yeah.
And
everywhere.
it's a really neat experience. And then also people on the cruise. There was a lot of different. Chinese, an enormous amount of Chinese people that barely spoke English, and it was neat, like getting to conversate and eat with these people and talk to them. And what's fascinating to me about cruises is how much the staff loves their job and wants to be on the boat. It's kind of incredible. It's like if you work in America, it's like the opposite of that.
Yeah, they hate their job. They hate working.
It's the employee crisis. But so. It is now time to start. What I wanted to do is share a video with you that seems to be satire, and you're going to totally think it's fake, but you can Google it, or you can DuckDuckGo it, or you can. Is there any search engine that isn't co-opted?
DuckDuckGo's.
Yeah, that's
co-opted now.
totally so whatever your non-created, the Brave browser, you can use your Brave browser.
Okay.
Whatever, use your non-curated think tank search software where you can search the little bit of the internet that's barely left. The Bravo search engine, Princess Weir. Oh, okay, Bravo is Brave. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
So you can do a little Brave browser search for Talus, spelled Thallus. Okay, and this is a public-private partnership, but I want you to see their promotional video from 2 years ago. I do think I forgot to link it in the show notes, but it is readily available. It's very searchable, very easy, but we're going to watch this video. I am going to interrupt it. There's an enormous amount of overt propaganda on every level, every societal level on this thing, which makes it seem like it is absolutely and completely like a parody. And it's clown world. Yo, Pete, it's super clown world. And what's even more fascinating, we were in Ruatan, we were in Cosamaya, and we were in Cozumel. I love Cozumel. And we were talking to a native from Cozumel that was there at the reserve, the National Wildlife Reserve. And he was explaining all of this Mexican mythology about all this stuff about Mexican mythology, you know, and about men and women, and why these Mexican warriors need to find these women, and they need to raise children and have a family
And protect them.
and protect them, protect the family, protect, you know, the ability to procreate, and men and women. And this is Mexican mythology, you know, and I was explaining to him, you know, that we're Christians and everything. And, but it's fascinating to me. I said, you want to know what the problem in America is? And this guy is, not only is he native, and I want to say he's, I forget the tribe there that I'm forgetting the tribe. I'm blanking right now on the tribe there. That's their property. But I said, you want to know what America's problem is? You want to know what they do? They're teaching dudes that they're women and that dudes can have babies. And he is collegiately trained here in America.
Yeah.
He went to Ohio State with agriculture and all these things, and he's only been stateside removed maybe 20 years now.
Yeah, 20 years.
And he was like, what do you mean?
Like, he literally never heard of
He's like, I don't
about it.
He's like, I don't understand.
He's
like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, man. Transhumanism, because the whole other trans agenda is transhumanism, and transhumanism interlocks with social credit score, interlocks with what we're going to be talking about, what's in your wallet. So let's watch the video.
And all he could say in response to that was, that's crazy.
What do you mean? That's crazy. I don't understand. And I'm like, yeah, you know,
all he said was crazy.
Yeah, first off,
Crazy.
like,
That's all he said.
dudes aren't really dudes, you know. It depends on what they want to be. There's no biology involved, and no one's born any particular way. It's just whatever they decide to be when it's convenient. Unless you want to be something that's traditional, that's not okay.
Oh, no.
Unless you want to be what you were designed and created
Like
to be.
normal.
Like, that's not okay. Yeah. But if you want to be any type of flying spaghetti monster, then that's totally fine. So, but let's jump. What's that?
Crank up the volume of the music to 50% also.
Okay.
There we go. Sweet.
So now we're going to jump right into the video.
Here we go.
And I do want to, when I interject, I want to pause it. I don't want to talk over it.
No.
And I know I can be an idiot like that, but I'm going to try to pause it.
We're going to try to pause it.
I am going to pause it a lot, and what I'll try to do, if I can remember, is go back and put the link into the video. We were going to do this before we went away, and we just didn't, and we were super really burned out, and YouTube's despicable. They just been crushing us, and we're super shadow banned, and I hate them with every fiber of my being. But it is the public square. We're not going anywhere. But please get on our Rumble and our backup channel, because they could vaporize us. Our first strike's supposed to fall off December 18th. But let's watch. That'll give us some padding, so at least we don't have to fret that the technocrats will vaporize us. But let's watch the video. Biden Fetterman, y'all.
Hello everyone, meet Lucy, student in psychology, and me, her digital ID wallet issued by the government to offer a wide range.
Meet Susie. She's a psych major at a local programming propaganda center. And meet me, I'm her digital wallet. I was given to her by the Goober Man. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. And I am going to interrupt this, and if that bothers you, please Google Talus. It's spelled Thales, y'all. For those of you that spell phonetically and that can barely spell like me, it's spelled Thales. You can see it on the thumbnail.
Right there.
They pronounce it Dallas.
Dallas.
And this is a public-private partnership.
Carlos.
But listen to this propaganda.
This is nuts.
And I am going to interrupt this a lot. So if you don't like that, just click off now.
We need to talk about this. So.
Range of identity services. In fact, I'm a handy way of proving and protecting her identity, both online and face-to-face.
Okay,
Let's
so
have a
she wakes
closer
up
look
with
at what
it.
I can.
Okay, wakes up with her phone.
You can't just talk over this thing. That makes people even madder. So I'm just telling you, if you want to say something, you need to raise your hand.
Okay, I'll just slip it up.
But yes, of course. I mean, obviously, you need to go to bed with your phone.
Yep.
You need to wake up with your phone, and eventually we're going to fix it, and we're just going to implant it into your brain with
chip.
Neuralink.
With
So
a chip.
because we know it's kind of like annoying, and and scanning your face and all that stuff. So we just need to brain implant
Put it
you.
in you.
I can help governments to better communicate with citizens. Right now, I'm reminding Lucy of the appointment she needs to schedule for her mandatory vaccination.
Right now, I'm reminding Lucy of her mandatory vaccination. Mandatory. I can help governments communicate with citizens. Hello, global citizen. Did you get your mandatory vaccination, global citizen? If you want to be a good global citizen of the globe, please get your mandatory thingamadoodle.
Time to go to her exam. Lucy is a bit stressed out. I'm here to make it easy for her to prove she is the right candidate, with a quick and secure connection between her phone and the examiner's.
So, pause it. So she gonna just be like, "Hi, my name's Lucy Smith."
I need to properly verify
You need
your
to
identity.
You gotta scan a QR code to
And
prove
think
that
about
that's
all
your
this,
name.
y'all. We already talked about signature reduction. All
This is
right.
crazy, man.
We already talked about signature reduction and all these people.
But when was this filmed? though?
This was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
This
y'all.
is 2 years.
This didn't just come out.
Oh,
It's 2
this
years.
is some massive
2 years
propaganda.
old. Now, was this before the Rona?
This
Or
was
right as?
basic. Well, obviously they had developed this technology
Well,
prior,
Of course.
right? And the rollout was coincidentally right simultaneously, like
Okay.
all of this coincidental rollout.
Just like, oh, all of a sudden I have this book right here, right now.
We wanted to remind Susie of her mandatory government thingamabob.
And they're gonna make it feel like so like fuzzy and like, oh, that's so great, so helpful.
Oh, it's so convenient.
Yeah, so convenient. All right, go
It's
ahead.
convenient as hell. It's literally, if
Pretty
you do
much.
nothing, you will go to hell. And
Yeah.
that's the kind of convenience we give you from the technocratic oligarchy.
Pretty much.
Exam passed successfully. Quick stop at the doctor's before celebrating, and no time to lose.
Who
On
does
the way,
that?
Lucy uses me to declare her passport lost. She needs it for her upcoming road trip. No issue. She can request an emergency digital passport.
No more passwords to remember. Unified mobile identity to all services. Single and secure sign-up online services. This is going to protect all of your information. It just so happens that the global technocratic government is going to have all of your information in one convenient spot. And Talus is going to
Talus.
have this on the cloud.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be
Trust me, man.
terrific.
Trust me. We're the government. We're here to help. And this isn't even our government. This is like technocratic fun.
passport without having to go to the authority office. I made
The authority office? What planet am I on? He just said the authority office. And do you also notice the global vernacular that he's using so that this English-based video can literally be broadcast anywhere at the authority office and your government and all this, it's completely and totally generic. I'm surprised Susie is actually a woman. I'm surprised she's not. And I'm kind of offended
I am
that
offended.
they identified Susie,
As
which they
a-
haven't, but her
well, they-
name is Susie, and that's kind of
And
offending.
she doesn't have her pronouns on a badge on her.
And I didn't see that. I didn't see her pronouns actually denunciated on
No,
her
no.
Talus app. So there's that.
make official admin a lot smoother. And that's not all. I can also help Lucy request a birth certificate, pay her taxes, or prove who she is when onboarding to new services, such as opening a bank account. I allow Lucy to certify her healthcare coverage entitlement.
Certify her health care entitlement.
What does that mean?
That means that healthcare is a right. Your First Amendment, freedom of speech and freedom to have and bear arms. I mean, they're crap and scary and dangerous, but your right to medical coverage by the medical industrial complex. Do you always notice how all of these rights that the technocrats are worried about are all part of this technocratic money machine where the government just spits out money to the public-private partnership?
Yeah, of course.
She's able to decide whether to authorize the doctor to access her medical records or not.
Oh, good.
My Social Security entitlements. And her app protects her
Your personal
to
healthcare
decide
data.
what she's going to issue to that healthcare provider. That's actually the inverse of what's going to happen. Susie, the app said that you decided to smoke a cigarette yesterday, and das ist verboten, and we must. That has improperly impacted your social credit score, so you must now pay a fine, or we will restrict your coverage. It says here, according to your biometric data from your telephone, that you have a very poor heart. So unfortunately, we're not going to waste public resources on your continuance of life. Would you like to be recycled as a rhododendron?
Just imagine when you're not going to have any choice and it's going to be in your brain, and at any time they just boop.
Yep. And so what's the point of all this? What's the point? Observe the masses and do the opposite. The more convenient, the more systematized, the more all of this, you need to do the opposite. And like a concrete jungle, a Babylon, and if you're in a condo, if you're in a high rise, if you're in any type of ultra mega artificial infrastructure, you need to get out. Like, just leave. Even if you live in a tent in the woods, if you squat on somebody else's property and you just get out, trust me, okay? Well, what's the solution for me? I can't help everybody, but get out. I've been saying that the country's going to balkanize for 8 years now, okay? And we're watching this balkanization happen, and it's not going to be perfect, and it's not going to be easy, and I don't have any of the answers. I don't have all the answers. I do know this. They want to stack you high and deep for the sake of control. And the concrete jungle and the synthetic infrastructure and all of that just plays right into this. And then all of this propaganda layers into that. Observe the masses and do the opposite. And you know what that means? Here's the thing. You have to do what's not convenient. This is so convenient and so easy, and it's going to save you time, and it's going to be so nice, and you can have all the control. It's going to be so nice.
That's what they have to keep
so
saying.
Convenient,
Like
so convenient and nice and artificial, and you're in such control, right? And you need to shun this trash, the propaganda.
Ensuring her control over her personal data. Lucy needs one more thing before being all set for her trip to Australia.
You can't go anywhere without your app, because you're not all set for your trip to Australia, because everybody's clamoring to go to Australia because it's just a great little lockdown central.
Renting a car. I help her share her driver's license credentials online so that she doesn't have to wait hours in a queue to collect the car when she gets to Brisbane. The rental company benefits from secure and accurate information, and Lucy from a smooth experience. Lucy's friends are waiting for her inside the bar. To allow her to get in, I simply generate a QR code that proves Lucy is old enough.
Oh, I needs to get in the bar to get my drink on. But I need a QR code to prove how old I am. Because, the government's very concerned about underage drinking and whatnot. I mean, we can hormone therapy 4-year-olds and turn them into whatever and hormone block them and, without any parental consent. And we have bars with parking lots that people drive cars to, but we're concerned about underage drinking, and we're here to protect you so that you don't underage drink. So rather than just showing your government driver's license, now you need a QR code from Talus. But it's to protect you, and it's convenient. It's quick and easy. When you want to get wasted, you can make a quick and easy QR code for the bartender. Hey, y'all, check out the intro to the bar. You got Metro Weirdo Dude with the goofy boots on with graffiti on the wall. And this
What is
OSB
that
box, right? That dispenses probably Soma. I think the
What's it
OSB
say
box
on
there is Soma. So
says?
I don't know what it
Boys?
says, but there's some super dystopic stuff there too. Just saying.
So she doesn't have to share all her ID details with the bar staff. So yes, I'm Lucy's best companion.
Best
I
friend.
protect her identity and official credentials wherever she goes. I provide secured access to public and private services and allow her to have full control over
now
her data
she's going to
privacy.
bed
In other
with her
words,
phone.
I give
You have full control of your data privacy. Now remember, Susie, when you go to bed, stare into your phone, and then we can say, okay, we permit you to go to sleep now, Susie. Put your phone right by your bed. Make sure that you radiate your brain while you're sleeping. Be a good little soldier there. Be a good little global citizen, Susie.
give the right access to the right data to the right person. I am also trusted by governments to best
We reinforce government so-and-so and such and such. We're here for you to protect your identity.
We're certified through governments. Like,
Support
what's that
coun-
even? Is that like,
country's
oh, good,
digital
I'm glad.
transformation, fight against ID fraud, and deliver smooth public services. I am the Talus Digital ID Wallet.
All right, where the sign up? I need this thing right now.
Okay, y'all. So hurry up and get your Talus Digital ID.
Get
This
your Talus on, dude.
This propaganda came out over 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
It was obviously already developed and already ready.
of course.
And they're doing this social credit stuff in China. They got people welded in apartments and they're burning down and people are dying. Meanwhile, Trump was praising China's track trace, of course, Biden and all that stuff. And, all the business deals and the China. But, and you got Heinz Kissinger and you got Brzezinski Brzezinski. And they love China. Everybody loves China, and China's great. And it's public-private, and the government owns everything, and nothing can fail because it's backed by the government. And, this is what we got. This is Talus, and this is the track trace digital database. And why is it important? Because they want to suck you into the matrix.
Of course.
And they want to plug you in, and you are not going to get out. And they're not going to let you out, and they're going to track and trace everything you do. And it's all for your safety and your protection, to protect your identity. To
protect you.
How about if I don't give you any of my information, how protected is my identity? And if you don't know anywhere I go, and you don't know what I do, and you don't know what my blood pressure is, and this all goes into all these fitness apps on your phone and the Fitbit armband and all the heart rate stuff. If you don't think, and all the auto insurance that tracks how fast you're driving. If you don't think that all of this AI stuff is going to rat you out.
And they got this, you got your smart rings that you perpetually wear, and those are like more comfortable watch. And then you got all your new crazy fancy cars too that know everything.
Yeah, it's going to be a
so
total.
then you're like 365 days out of the year, 24/7. I mean, you're just perpetually tracked.
Total panopticon, drag and drop, track and trace, and
all that stuff listens to you too.
And Patrick Wood and James Corbett and James Evan Pilato have been talking about this kind of stuff for over 20 years, and they've been warning against those kooky conspiracy tinfoil hat wearers, And now we have this whole ultra clown universe with Alex Jones and Yee with it is going full blast clown. And I think all of those guys should have the freedom to say whatever they want. And if they want to expose themselves as Ultra Clown World, that's cool too. But, it's getting wilder. And this is why you need to, this is why we homestead. This is why we live in the country. This is why we have dirt. This is why we have infrastructure. And I was listening to Curtis Stone on the Grand Theft World podcast from this past weekend, and he was explaining the difference between security and sovereignty. So when food security is food storage, right? And it's having so many months or so many years of food storage. That's food security.
Yeah.
Food sovereignty is when you have a self-replicating system, like our food forest. And this is a plug for our food forest in a box. We will be rolling that out this month.
Yeah.
And that allows you to grow these trees and to not just grow them, propagate them, learn the art of propagation, the art and the science of propagation. And that will not give you food security. That'll give you food sovereignty, because now you're developing your own closed system. And but that'll require dirt. Well, yeah. I mean,
sadly.
stuff requires stuff, and there's like, you can't grow this stuff hydroponically in your bedroom, but you can do that. There is hydroponics,
people that do it.
and you can do that too. So that's all part of the solution. And if all you got's a spare bedroom, then grow hydroponically in your spare bedroom. Do what you can where you are with what you have. You know what I mean? But do something. Don't be like, oh, I'm just going to sit in the corner and bite my nails and say I'm a scared and I'm a feared and all this stuff. I mean, that's not going to get you anywhere. And there's all these bunker people, right, that have been planning for the doomsday preppers, right, that have been locked in their bunkers since the Ebola scare in 2015. And that guy's been missing life.
I know.
And I mean, I know somebody in West Texas that locked themselves in their own little compound by themselves in 2015 because of the scare. And that's not the solution either.
No.
So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
We got our giveaway coming out. What we're going to do is we're going to do like some kind of email list, and the requirements for the giveaway are going to be, you're going to have to sign up to all of our channels, and you're going to have to sign up to our mailing list. And that's going to be how you qualify for the 10-pound giveaway. And then we're going to put out all the information. We're going to figure out a way.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, we're going to figure out a way of how to verify and track and trace. What we're doing is we're developing an app for your phone, and all you have to do is scan all your biometric data into it, and just leave it there. And
we're partnering up with Talus.
We won't steal your identity or anything. Yeah. And it'll be all safe and secure there in the cloud.
Safe and effective.
Up in the cloud. Aren't clouds magical? It's in the cloud.
It's like some god up in the clouds.
Like a cloud. There's no cloud, y'all. Just saying. They do hate God, and God's coming back in the clouds. But I'm just saying. But yeah, so we're going to Food Farce in a Box is coming out.
Yes.
Very soon, this week, this month. Our giveaway will happen in the next week or two. So stay tuned. We're going to keep dropping the videos, and them tubes going to keep shadow banning.
They'll just keep.
But
it doesn't matter, because
views are going to tank. Right.
We have 90,000 subscribers, and that's incredible. And we got incredible people.
We're cruising from 100,000 back to 90.
Yeah.
But we love and appreciate everybody
breakneck speed
that's here. Yeah. And we do thoroughly hate YouTube.
Yeah.
With a
so
very
please go check out the website. Also, for everybody that's ordered, we took a break from shipping orders, but we shipped out because we weren't home. But so if you've ordered within like a week or so, we're going to be shipping out loads of orders tomorrow. Buddy got in all of the leather supplies yesterday. He's kind of getting over the flu right now. He got it really, really bad.
On the last day.
On the last day of the cruise. So that was kind of a really big blessing that he didn't get like midway through. It was like just as we were leaving. So Lord willing, he'll have enough strength to make the belts for y'all and finish them up. Also, I think we're going to be adding soon water buffalo belts too. So that's really neat. And yeah, so all the orders will be shipping out. Lord willing, we can get them all to y'all before the major holidays come. And also, I think, and we'll let you know when the Food Farce in the Box is rolling out. And I think Stone, what was it? It was right up here. I thought that was pretty crazy. I don't know if you saw it or not.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I haven't seen
Oh, Stone the Crows Homestead said 2 million here in Australia have signed up for it, I hear.
Wow.
That's
there you go.
Crazy.
Yeah, and they're going to get in line for it, man. It's
super brainwashed people will.
Yeah, and it's going to be
sadly
coherently done. Nobody's going to be tricked into any of this stuff. And those that are awake and have eyes to see and ears to hear, they will. And those that won't. I mean, that's just the reality of it. And that's visibly observable. And it's sad for loved ones and people we love and care about that just refuse to remain in a state of whatever. And see, hey, it's the same thing for us. Hey, we could remain in this. Well, you tell all these people to stuff and do the things and stay at the house and grow in the dirt. Yeah, but we can relax and while we can, we're going to go
Yeah.
on vacation. We're going to travel slightly. And, you know,
Nobody on the cruise ship, like, I thought we were going to walk on, right? And everybody's going to be masked up to the gills and everything. Nobody. Like, we walked in, and during the whole entire cruise, I only saw 1 or 2 of the crew members, and, you know, it was
and it
of
was
their own
because if
will.
anybody had any kind of cold symptoms, they would wear a mask.
But, yeah.
Like, because our cleaning lady was from Jamaica.
Yeah.
And I said, can I ask why you're wearing the mask? She was like, oh, well, I've had this cold, so I just wear. And then, like, halfway through the week, her cold symptoms went away. She took the
Yeah,
mask
she
off.
took the
And I'm like,
mask
oh, I
off.
can see your
Awesome.
beautiful face. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you want to be able to see people's. It's all the psychological
And the awesome thing,
programming.
too, was...
and y'all,
we were on there, and nobody was acting, like, weird. Like, when we got an elevator, I mean, nobody was
Yep.
like, okay, we got to, like...
Yep.
all awkward.
And look, y'all, it's
stuff.
coming back.
Oh, it's
Air
coming back.
Force and the Air Force
Sadly.
and the Army bases just reinstated the mask mandates, and it's going to be now all of a sudden the magical mask that didn't work, that does work, that didn't work, that does work, that doesn't work,
need
that doesn't do
double,
anything, that
triple.
double, triple, quadruple is now magically going to work again. And you stay on our website. You'll see the links for the Food Forest in a Box. We'll reactivate. I don't know if we turned that off or not,
Carlos, drop a link, please, Carlos.
but and you know there are things that you can do if you get the flu.
Yeah.
If you get flu symptoms, there's things you can do. You know that Joe Rogan talked about, and Aaron Rodgers and stuff, and Peter McCullough.
Yeah.
And all these guys that are getting evaporated and erased and different things, like Peter McCullough, where they took away his credentials. You know, it's just it's abominable, y'all,
terrible.
and it's clown world.
Yep.
But that's what they do in clown world. You know what I mean?
Oh, also, this was the crazy thing, too. You said that no more horse paste at the...
Yep. Yeah, there was no more horse
Atwoods.
paste at the Atwoods, and
Yeah.
so
And also,
get your horse paste where you can get
do
your
not
horse paste.
shop at Tractor Supply for reasons that hopefully you know from...
Yeah, and I hope you check
and
out
Stacy.
Doug and Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, because Doug trickled out some news from Ted Nugent about what, and
Ted
this
was
is
laying it down,
in
dude.
Texas, in Waco,
Nasty,
and
dude.
Tractor Supply is woke,
Nasty.
and go woke, go
We're
broke.
not going to get into it because that is a sacred cow.
It may or may not be,
But
I
at
mean,
any
if they don't-
time, they could...
yeah, at any
Right.
time they can retroactively decide that it's a sacred cow.
And I think that's
or-
one of the biggest... One of
And
those
that's why
big
I say
sacred cows.
transhumanism, because transhumanism, it's the same thing. So,
True. Yeah.
and they want to transhumanize your children.
Nasty.
Yep,
Yeah.
they want to
This
transhumanize
is,
your children.
yeah, so Tractor Supply is supporting drag shows. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Yep.
So there you go. And we stopped doing business with Tractor Supply, and now we are 100% supporting our little local feed shop in our town. So, yeah.
Yep. All right, y'all. Well, we appreciate you, and thanks
80
for
of
hanging
y'all.
out with
Thank you so much.
us. And we want to continue with the simulcast, and we're still getting our feet on the technology and trying to get
Yes.
this stuff all hammered out. We want to continue to improve our content, improve the audio, improve the video, and provide you with
All right, everybody wants the food forest in the box.
you know, but we're still who we are. So if you don't like
Yeah.
us and our personalities, I'm sorry, we can't change that. It's not going to
Sadly.
change. So,
Sadly, no.
so that's not going to improve much. But we're going to try to improve the rest. And we appreciate everyone for watching, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. And we are putting out videos. And if we're not planning on going on vacation, much like Elon is not planning on committing suicide. Okay, so just put the word out there.
Wait, what?
Elon says, I don't want to suicide myself. So if Elon gets Epstein, you'll know what happened, okay?
He went to a special island. No.
But he's been...
Where all the rest of them went. No.
and that doesn't mean that I don't think that Elon's totally co-intel. He wants to plug your brain into the internet. Oh, and one parting thoughts.
This is why you can't just
I actually
instantly drop off
tweeted. I shared a tweet for the first time in a
tweeted
very
like a
long
little
time.
bird.
But Elon Musk said that he was working with the FDA. You know, that the monkey trials for Neuralink,
Interesting.
depending on who you listen to and who you believe, the monkey trials either killed 8 to 15 of the 21 monkeys
That's
that
serious
were
monkey business right there.
experimented on, right? But that Neuralink is going to get FD in time. Neuralink is going to get FDA approval for use in humans. And I am wondering
terrific.
if there's going to be an event that will allow for emergency use authorization that will make Neuralink
beautiful.
safe and
Yep.
effective.
Yep.
Because, it
Without
just
any
takes
testing.
time. It takes time.
Yeah.
And
we
so
don't have time.
Never let a good crisis go to waste.
Yes. Crisis
All right,
on top of crisis.
Hey,
on top of
if
crisis.
you don't want the Talus digital wallet, you definitely don't want the Neuralink, y'all.
No.
Who in their right mind wants their brain plugged into the cloud? We shall be as gods.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Good
Dang.
to see you. Good to see you. All right, y'all.
Here we go
Are
again.
we gonna sign off, or
I think so.
do I gotta keep ranting and raving here? I apologize, you all. It's been a week.
been
I'm
a
feeling
week.
really rested and relaxed.
I know.
And we've gotten to communicate with lots of really awesome, interesting people
Awesome people.
from all over the world. You know what was fascinating, other than
Yeah.
all the compliments we got about one having a large family? There was
Loads.
many
So many people.
Asian families and Chinese families that said, "It's so amazing. You have this huge, beautiful family, and you just don't see that anymore. And they're so well behaved, you know." And we said, "Hey, you know, we give God the credit for our kids, and one, how many we have, and two, how well they behave. And you know, we homeschool, so." That's what we credit God and homeschooling and the fact that we love and care for our kids and decide to train and rear them. That being said, y'all, another shameless plug, but we have a video. Should I tell them what we're rolling out?
Yeah, you should. You should.
So
let people know.
we get asked a lot as far as like rearing children, and then also, so we're coming out with 2 video programs. One is done by me and Texas Mom on
courses.
parenting,
Courses. Yeah.
you know, otherwise known as adulting, so parenting. And then the boys have put out a course on
Not yet.
becoming. Well,
We're making it.
It's
We're
being
it's
finalized.
edited.
Yeah,
it's all
being
done,
edited.
but
it's
it's just-
done.
yeah.
It's being finalized, and it's going to be how to be a young man.
Yeah,
and
young man's
how
course.
to be. You know, we're raising young men and women. We're not raising children, because the world has plenty of 40-year-old children that, you know, are in their parents' basements with pink hair and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
That's no place to be, right? No. You got to come out of the basement and
See the
you
light
have
of day.
to, you know, put on your big boy pants if you're a boy, and if you're a girl, put on your long, flowing, beautiful skirt and embrace your womanhood. And if you're a man, put your pants on and embrace your manhood and manliness. And
Shut up and get to work.
And do it. I love it. Shut up and get to work. All right, y'all. Well, that's our parting.
There you go.
That's our parting thoughts. So I hope y'all have a very wonderful whatever time of day it is you're watching this, and please share it with somebody that you think would be grossly offended by it or greatly encouraged by it. Either
whatever.
or. Hey,
doesn't matter.
We still believe in conversations and discussions.
Yeah.
And we love talking about
No,
these
this is
things.
just our opinions. We're not trying to force our
Yeah,
opinions
and you're
on y'all.
still allowed to. I think you're still allowed to
For
have
now.
an opinion. Even as a global citizen, you can have an opinion, and not be censured for your opinion,
Well, on here you are.
or be. Well, you must pay your indulgence to the
True.
Catholic. But okay, anyway. But it's all the Jesuits, y'all. All right, we'll see you on the next video.
All right. See y'all later. Bye-bye.